Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Grillo with Express Dentist, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit today about teeth whitening. And not just teeth whitening, but the things that you may have heard that aren't entirely true. So let's set the record straight because most people would like to have whiter teeth, but it's good to understand a little bit about what's going to work and what's not going to work. So we're really basically going to look at 10 different myths today about teeth whitening and help you just set the record straight a little bit. So number one, you can whiten your crowns, your veneers, and even your fillings. That's not true. Teeth whitening is really just for the teeth. So when you look in the mirror and you see the color of, say, a crown on your front tooth, that tooth is going to stay that color when you whiten. And the teeth, the natural tooth structure around them, so if you have natural teeth on either side, those teeth are actually going to whiten. And so you could end up with teeth that look significantly different. And that's okay if you have a plan to actually replace some of those. That's part of your intention. Then that can work out just fine, of course. And the other myth is that you can use something acidic to whiten your teeth, like some type of a fruit, like a citrus. You can rub lime or lemon across your teeth. Maybe you can, and the reason is because acid can remove stain. However, acid also removes tooth structure. So we don't want to use anything that's really acidic on the teeth, because it does damage that's irreversible, and it's just not worth it. So be very careful with acidic type fruits. And the other myth is that if you deal with sensitivity in your teeth, that you really can't whiten. I hear this all the time. And whitening can cause some temporary sensitivity, but it is just that, temporary. And if you talk to your dentist, there are ways to manage that. And there's even formulas that include desensitizing agents in them. And so with the right strategy, even if you deal with sensitive teeth, you can certainly still find a way to get through. And that's a good thing to talk to your dentist about. And the other myth that we hear frequently is that I'm afraid I'll damage my teeth if I do whitening. Now, if you use a do-it-yourself type method, like we were just talking about with acidic fruits, that could very well damage your teeth. But professional teeth whitening done with quality products, you're not going to damage your teeth if you follow the instructions. In fact, some of the formulas are designed with some fluoride in them, and that can actually strengthen your teeth because the teeth uptake that mineral and it makes them stronger, not weaker. The other one we've heard is that you can use coconut oil to help whiten your teeth. Now, coconut oil is a healthy oil in general, and if you swish your mouth with it, it's not going to do any harm. There could be some health benefits, but there isn't any scientific proof that coconut oil, for example, actually whitens teeth. So maybe it's one of the more harmless things that you could try, but don't expect pearly whites to come from that process. And another myth that's out there is if I do whitening, my teeth will be perfect afterwards. That's not necessarily true. They'll be a little bit whiter. You'll be able to remove some of the stain, but there are a lot of factors in what makes teeth look nice. It could be the shape of them. It could be the position of them. It could be uneven edges. Could be the translucency of the teeth or lack of translucency. There are many factors that go into that. So in most cases, whitening is going to make a nice difference in your smile, but don't expect it always to create the smile of your dreams. So you have to be a little bit aware of that and just have reasonable expectations. So along that line, another myth is that whitening will take away everything about my teeth related to discoloration. So it will remove the vast majority of staining in your teeth, especially if it's related to foods and drinks, coffees, teas, wines, chocolates, all those good things. It will often remove the majority of that stain. But there are factors in tooth color that whitening just isn't going to address. So there's some things with with genetics, for example, or discoloration that's deep internally because a tooth has had a root canal. And so there are ways to handle the discoloration there, but it's generally not just from regular whitening. So again, it's good to have an evaluation to understand exactly what's going on there as well. And myth number 8, the results that I establish with whitening it's a one-time thing. For the rest of my life, my teeth are going to look fantastic. Not the case. Teeth accumulate stain because we're constantly exposing them to discoloration, food and drinks. And as a result, the teeth are going to continue to discolor over time. But once you've established a color you like, it's relatively easy to maintain that with just a little bit of maintenance. Like if you're using a nice tray system, then it's very simple to touch them up every once in a while just with a little bit of whitening gel. So you can, in a sense, have the results that last forever, but you're going to need to continue to do a little bit of maintenance to do that. And myth number 9 is that all the products that you can get online or over the counter are just as effective as going to the dentist. There are some decent products for mild discoloration that are available, but you do want to make sure that you're buying from a reputable source. These gels are very sensitive to temperature and storage conditions, shipping conditions, and that's why we often recommend that you put them in the fridge to keep them at a cool temperature. So if you're getting something from overseas or you don't know if it's been stored in a warehouse for 6 months that's not temperature controlled, there are many things that can affect those gels, and the formulation itself for professionals is different. And plus, professionals can use tray systems and some other methods that just aren't available to the general public. So it is good to consider for something as important as your smile that you go ahead and have professional whitening done. It's something you'll enjoy all the time. And myth number 10 is that UV light is a good way to whiten teeth. UV light is something we don't really want to mess around with in our face area, anywhere near our eyes, and it's not really effective for whitening teeth. There are ways that you can use light that may be mildly helpful, although the research is mixed on that. And again, if you're going to, it's best to talk to a dentist and find out, just what the options are and what's the fastest way to get the results that you want. So if you're interested in whitening your teeth, that's a really good goal. It's just make sure you do it right and you understand how it works. And I would suggest that you talk to your dentist and get an evaluation and find out what's the best way to go. So at Express Dentist, we have a trusted network of dentists and specialists across the country, and we're happy to help you get in with somebody that you'll feel comfortable with. So feel free to reach out to us and we'll help you make the right connection. So here's to a brighter smile. Take care.